All right, let's come on in, come on in, come on in, and welcome to the Just Ask Jessica show. Welcome to my soapbox. So, my name is Jessica, but I also go by Coach J. Hines. And on this particular episode, on today, we're going to talk about something that I just need some understanding on. And you guys can come in the chats and we can just have this talk to make sure I'm just not going crazy. So, lately I have been seeing different TikToks and reading different articles about individuals who are upset because they are required to do their job. Are you serious? So, we all know, even myself, as when I started out as a young teenager working at 16, that it was certain duties and responsibilities that I signed up for when I went to work in someone's establishment. I went to work because I needed money. That's why you work. And money is a resource that helps us pay our bills. All right, so that's understood. So we all know it's a barter system. We're going there to do something, and we're going to receive a paycheck, and then that employer is going to receive work from us in order to complete products or services to help their company grow and receive more income. All right, more revenue. All right, we already got that out the way. So let's jump into it a little bit more. So I've seen a few articles where individuals are working remote and they're getting upset because they're getting either locked out of their computer or fired because they're not at their desk doing their job. They're doing other things, washing dishes, walking around the house, those different things. You're not getting paid at that particular time to do those things. You do that outside of your shift. So, yes, that is a problem. And they feel like, well, hey, I'm getting spied on, this and that. That's what they're using those cameras for. Okay, you guys, let's get real. If you were working inside of a call center or at that establishment, you would have your direct supervisor or that manager or the team lead, they're watching you walking up and down the aisles, making sure that you are doing your job. Or also they're watching the different monitors, the key performance indicator systems to make sure you are on a call, that you're not just being not active, that you are waiting on a call, that you're not just sitting down there on the phone, just holding the phone and that caller has hung up, or you're not call avoiding. Or you may be at your station, have your computer sitting up waiting for a call, and then you're not at your desk. You are somewhere else. And then when that call come in, and that caller is on the other line saying, hello, 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 are you there? You're not in your seat to do your part of your job. And your part of that job was to say, hi, thank you for calling Robux or whomever. This is Jerry speaking. How may I help you today? Instead, they received absolutely nothing on their other end because you were not there to do your job. So that's why that camera is there to watch you. Well, not to watch you, to observe, to make sure, hey, you are there doing your job, what we're paying you for, because you're not physically in the location, in the building where those individuals are at. So that's one situation while the cameras are there to make sure you are doing what you're supposed to do. But also, the management team, they do other things. They spot check the calls. Hey, you receive evaluation. So those are different types of things that are done inside of those call centers. Now, let me tell you something. Management do not want to have to answer for you not being in your seat, you missing that call. That's like nonsense. This is like a paperwork that shouldn't even have to be done because there's already a now expectation. I mean, you could have easily, if the individual knew that they needed to get up or do something, they could have easily put it inside the chat or whatever type of communication that they have to get with their supervisors. Hey, you guys, I need a just to get up and walk for a little bit. Let that communication be known. That will keep you out of a whole lot of trouble and just disciplinary process going on. So management don't want to have to do that. They don't want to have to answer up to higher ups for small stuff like that, which is really big, because if it's something that's continuing happening, their contracts may get taken away because of the actions that you're doing. And then that's when it comes from happens to when you hire, you want to hire quality individuals instead of a lot of quantity. And that keeps away that riffraff too. So when individuals do those videos themselves on TikToks and those different things, you give it that employer sense to know, well, hey, I might want to stay away from that person because this is the way that they act in that particular environment. So I saw another one with a young guy working in retail, and his management gave him a to-do list of things that he had to do. He was like, well, I do all of this, but I don't want to do this one to work outside. Okay, so I've worked in retail also. I did that as my second job after the restaurant job. I was there for like 6 years. So again, when we sign, and just depending on where you're at in the company, you may have to do certain things. But at the end of the day, we all have to remember that the company is a teamwork environment to keep it up and going. So that's number one. It is a teamwork environment to keep the company up afloat and for everyone to come in every day to want to do their best. So we got that out the way. Now, he was one of the chores, one of the things on their task for him to do was to make sure he tidy up the outside of Lowe's. Now, I walked in Lowe's, I want to say probably last week, and the employees were coming out, I think with one of the managers, and they were showing them the things that they wanted them to do outside, because they have the outside flowers and those different things. So in retail, we all have to pitch in to make sure the store is up to standards. That's just one of the things, because it may be a shortage on that particular day. It may be a shortage and you need help in that area. You might not have any cart attendants. So it just depends on what's going on. You may have to do something outside of what you normally do. And that is okay because you're still getting paid at that point. So just always remember that people in management pretty much are never going to ask you to do anything that they wouldn't do themselves. I know I wouldn't. So that's one of those things. Well, hey, will I do it myself? So that's one of those things to think about also. But that's one of the things, you guys. We have to understand that we all got to work. We all have rules to follow. If you don't want to follow the rules, don't go wasting them folks' times at those jobs. Stop wasting HR time for that paperwork. Stop just wasting people's time because you are providing a reputation for that company. You all are. Whenever we go to work, we are representing someone just like on a daily basis. So that's something to think about, that when you are applying for these at these companies, be real with yourself, and make sure you do read their full job descriptions and responsibilities in full to see if that's something that you want to do. So if you know that you're gonna apply for a call center job and it requires for you to be on the phone all day, you gotta be real with yourself. Do I want to be on the phone talking to someone all day? Call after call after call. Having people say, well, hey, we got we got more calls online. Hey, watch out for your average handle time. Those different things. So you have to really be for sure if that's something that you want to do. Even when it comes to different roles and to management. Do you want to be responsible for other people? If you want to be in IT, do you want to be at a computer all day? Do you want to be doing tickets all day? You want to be tech work? So we really got to be for sure about whatever we're doing. Yes, you can always go out and give it a try, see if it's for you. But then you'll figure out, well, this really ain't for me. Let me try to find me something different. But just always make sure that whatever you're doing, put your best foot forward. Making sure that you understand your job, what it is, the mission and that vision statement of that company, that you have fully read that handbook, that you know all the policies and procedures and those different things. So yes, so always just make sure that you know the ins and out of wherever you're working at, but also hold yourself accountable for what you're doing while you're at work. So therefore, you won't continue to say, hey, it's the company's fault that I got locked out of my computer. Or, you making yourself to be the victim. Come up, it's time to start taking accountability for what we are doing so we become better individuals. So, that's all I have. That's all on my soapbox. So if you liked what I was talking about, make sure you just go like and subscribe and share the video also. And I will have more videos coming. You have a great day.